Are you looking to land a job or get a promotion that requires Excel skills? If so, I'm going to share the 5 most common interview questions that employers will ask and how to give answers that will knock their socks off. And, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll share a super powerful interview tip that will make you stand out from the rest of the competition. Let's get started with the 5 most common Excel interview questions in no particular order. The first interview question is about the Vlookup function. In your interview, be prepared to answer questions like, what is the syntax of the Vlookup function? If this is asked, the interviewers are really doing a basic fact check to make sure you actually know how to set up a Vlookup function. How have you used Vlookup in the past? In this question, the interviewer is looking for your experience and practical application of using Vlookup. What are the limitations of Vlookup? This is a question that comes up often. You can state that Vlookup's limitations are: it only searches left to right. It will only return the first match. If you add columns to the source data, the column index value will need to be updated in the function. The default setting is approximate match. As a super ninja bonus to really show off your Excel skills, you could say that there are better options to Vlookup, such as using index match or using XLOOKUP if you have Office 365. The second common Excel interview question is about pivot tables. In your interview, you should be prepared to answer the following questions. How do you set up a pivot table? This is a question the interviewer may ask to be sure you actually know how to set up a pivot table. How have you used pivot tables in the past? In this question, the interviewer wants to see your experience with pivot tables and the type of reporting you have done thus far in your career. If you can give answers that show how your pivot tables help deliver actionable insights to your employer, it will earn you bonus points in your interview. This shows that you not only know how to use pivot tables, but how to extract insights that were most helpful to your previous employer. The third common interview question is about how to sort and how to filter data. This is a more practical question that is looking to see if you know the skills and the difference between them. You could answer by discussing how you would set up your data as a table so that you can filter the data, and how you use the sort A to Z and Z to A, and how to use the filter options under the Data tab. The fourth commonly asked interview question is about conditional formatting. You may be asked to demonstrate your knowledge of conditional formatting and provide examples of how you've used it in previous jobs. While conditional formatting is fairly easy, being able to use it to highlight information that is of the most importance to a potential employer will showcase your analytical thinking as well as Excel skills. And finally, the fifth interview question that is asked often is about creating charts to visualize data. If you're asked what your favorite chart is, please do not answer pie chart. While pie charts have some value, they are very simplistic and can't show trend-type data. This question is looking for insights on how you would interpret data as well as your understanding of creating charts that would provide value to those looking at your results. You've got to remember you are designing charts for your superiors, not yourself. You may want to ask the interviewer what are the key KPIs that they look for on a daily basis, and then provide some chart options that would best showcase these KPIs. This shows that you're interested in knowing more about their metrics, as well as showcasing how you can create charts that would be valued by the employer. Now, as promised, here is the super powerful interview tip that will make you stand out from the other people applying for the job. Of course, interviewers are looking to assess your Excel skills, but more importantly, how you and your Excel skills will help their company. When answering their questions, try to use examples or frame your answers so that they apply to their business. So don't forget to do some research on the company. When you do this, the interviewer doesn't have to imagine how you'd fit into the role or their company. You're showing them you know, at least a little bit, about their company and what's important to them. For example, if you were applying to be a data analyst for a restaurant chain, your answers should speak to the type of data that you anticipate the successful applicant would see on a daily basis on the job. Let's say you were asked a question about how you would use pivot tables. You could say something like, "While I've never worked in the restaurant industry, however, if I were the successful applicant, I would imagine that senior management would want to see the following KPIs on a regular basis. Sales by time period, sales by location over time, and how you would set up pivot tables to deliver this information." You obviously won't know their exact data analysis needs, and they won't expect you to. But if you can at least show you've thought about their business and can apply your skills to their business needs to the best of your knowledge, you will stand out from the other applicants. It shows you've done your homework on their company and that you have put in the extra effort. I hope this video has given you some insights into the most common Excel job interview questions and how to answer them. If you need to learn or at least polish up on some of the skills that I mention in this video, I encourage you to check out this playlist of the videos where I explain these topics. Good luck, and I hope you ace your next interview. If you find my videos informative, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.